Ugochukwu, meaning the glory of God, was the name Ugo's father chose at his birth. Some persons say our name does not define us. That seemed to be true in Ugo's case, seeing that at age 33, Ugo's life was lacking meaning, almost as though it held no glory. He had no wife, no child, and no property of his own. The only thing Ugo had to his name was the hunt house his father left to him, a canoe, and a fishing net. One Friday morning, Ugo sat at the entrance of his hut. He was hurting, he was worried, and he was thinking, does my life really hold glory? Do I keep wallowing in such poverty? What do I do for luck to shine my way? He had thought. After hours and hours of deliberating, he motivated himself to go fishing as he does every other morning. He got into his canoe and into the river to the deepest part of it where he believes holds the biggest fishes. He threw in his net and fishing hook into the river. And after some minutes, the fishing hook shook almost as though it had caught something as big as an elephant. He was really excited and started to pull. The more he pulled, the heavier the fishing net was, and he got so excited that it must have caught a very big fish. But when the net came up, instead of a fish, he saw a golden ball. He was trying to open the net. What is this golden ball? Ugochukwu was really curious and decided to give a closer look at it, but the ball fell into the river and Ugochukwu followed it. The ball kept going deeper into the river and Ugochukwu swam even faster. He kept swimming as the ball kept rolling deep into the river. He kept swimming until he found himself on a dry land. A land in the river. Ugochukwu was stunned. He was still very astonished when he suddenly saw a beautiful goddess appear. It was the river goddess. He got really scared, but she came closer and assured him that he was safe. She told him she knew him even before his birth, and she told him that the land was one of milk and honey. It held a lot of food, a lot of wealth, and she gave Ugochukwu the option of staying back or going back into the land of the living. Ugochukwu decided to stay back. He saw so many beautiful animals, so many beautiful things. He had access to wealth, something he did not have access to in his house. But after years of staying down the river, Ugochukwu felt lonely and felt the need to go back home. He approached the river goddess one day and said, I am grateful for all of the provisions, but I would really like to go back home. Would that be okay? The river goddess said, you can go back on a condition that you do not tell anyone any of the things you've seen down here. Ugochukwu promises he wouldn't. She gave a stern warning that if he ever does, he would die. Ugochukwu promises that he wouldn't. She was fair enough to give him some gold and waved him goodbye. Ugochukwu returned to the land of the living with so many goats, gold enough to make him the richest man in his village. Every market day, Ugochukwu would take some of the gold and sell in the market. He became so wealthy and everyone wanted to be friends with him. A year later, Ugochukwu got married, and years later, he had so many children. Everyone wondered what the secret of his wealth was, but he never shared. One day, Ugochukwu had gone out drinking with friends. He got so drunk and became so boastful. He was telling everyone how he was the richest and how nobody's wealth would ever come close. And someone had asked him a question at the time to reveal his secret of wealth. Ugochukwu forgot his promise to the river goddess and told everyone how he became wealthy. Immediately, Ugochukwu said his secret. That was the very minute he fell and he died.